Uh, the title of this video is uh, "Gay Sin?" question mark, or is gay or being gay or homosexual, whatever and however, is is that a sin? Well, first of all, uh, the very nature of the word sin and what it really is, and its relationship to the word gay, or whether you smoke or you drink or you don't go to church on Sunday, is a non sequitur. In other words, it's out of context. It's a almost like an oxymoron statement. It doesn't fit. It doesn't belong. Sin means to miss the mark. What is the mark? Well, that would have to do with one's prospective calling, whether that was a ministry quote-unquote calling, or someone was supposed to be a landscaper, or an engineer, or whatever. It's reaching the goal. To not reach that goal or in your life, that is a sin. But to splice up someone's life into individual acts and segments and say this is sin and that is sin, that has nothing to do with anything. So, is gay a sin? It's a stupid question, stupid statement. But if you want to deal with gay or homosexual activity by itself and identify it as a a non-Christian or non-Judaic practice, then that's another story. The original sin, or I hate to use the word sin, but the original wrongdoing of the children of Sodom and also of Gomorrah was to worship the creature above the creator that made it. Of course, now here again, there was no creation. It always was. I've said this before, and of course, if you believe there's a creation, then E equals mc squared is or relativity or what have you doesn't exist. Then of course this internet and the internet you're on right now doesn't exist. There's no lights, there's no cars, there's no TVs, there's no cities. We're back in the Stone Age. Okay, so those who worship the creature more than they worship God were then turned over to uncleanliness. In this case, they desired each other, the same sex for each other. Men desired men, women desired women, and so on. What was probably set in motion was a fall safe. It was a slow type of death. So if they were all gay, then therefore they could not reproduce. And eventually they would die off over a period of time. But the sin, or the wrong action, let's say, wasn't that they were gay and therefore God came along, or a prophet or whoever came along and said, oh, this is wrong. No, what was wrong in the first place was the worship of idols, worship of graven images, worship, I don't know, statues of a cat or a dog or who knows what. That's what constitutes idolatry. And in this case of Sodom and Gomorrah, their punishment was that they should become gay or homosexual, what have you. In the bigger scope of things, amongst the many different denominations and groups of people that are not necessarily religious, is that can we get along with each other? Do we have the basic tenets of a human existence? Can we get along with each other? Who knows why this person is gay or that person is gay? Obviously, it would be because they worshipped an idol. There's other extenuating circumstances. Some say that people are born gay, or that the cases of where you have twins, the one that has a larger hypothalamus supposedly is the non-gay one, and the one who has a smaller hypothalamus is the gay person. Well, I've been around people that were both twins, and they were both gay. Been around another set of twins where one was gay and the other one wasn't. In the case of a very famous homosexual or gay was Tchaikovsky, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. But Tchaikovsky had a younger brother who was 10 years younger than him, whose name was Modesto Ilyich Tchaikovsky, and he was gay also. Whether or not their hypothalamus was small or big, it's hard to say. I mean, those people they're both been dead well over 100 years. So just be able to get along with these people. Invite them if you want to your church or whatever. Don't make the thing of them being gay such a big thing. It's like looking at the sun. The sun from a distance looks like it's bright and it's yellow and there's nothing wrong. You get up closer, you start to notice sunspots or blemishes. Well, same thing is true with the person that's gay or not gay, or maybe he's a person that likes to kill rats. I mean, well, who cares, you know? Can we get along with them and love them in spite of what we think is wrong? Or instead of sitting up on self-righteous or ivory tower, whether in our mind or the church grouping, and thinking that because someone's gay, they don't have it going on. They have to be prayed for, you know. They have to be dealt with. Reading about something about where somebody was ordained to be a bishop at a certain church, and he found out later he was gay. Well, let's put it in this perspective. If the person was gay, let's say he thought what he was being gay was being all right or it was wrong, whatever. The problem is, or the situation will develop where as a person gets closer and closer to the light, you know, closer and closer to what he or she must be then these problems such as this, or people who have demon possessions or what have you, will take care of themselves. And it's not for us to we can judge or make a decision that such things we don't want to deal with, but to make a condemnation, which means that no one can ever be allowed to be forgiven or repent, is a personal opinion, and not necessarily something that's of fact or reality. So that's all I need to say. Thank you.